Hello everyone, welcome to Leoguidance time if this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. It's lovely to have you here. So today's reading is going to be a collective reading. It has been on my mind since the last couple of days, but I just couldn't be able to set myself about doing a reading. Actually, pick a card reading was on my mind. I'm going to head into it soon as well, but today I'm very low on my energy levels, but I still want to do a reading, so I hope that you can bear with me. And this reading is going to be about I want to give some onto the point advices and bring some clarity into the energies that you might be in, or that could be surrounding you. So we are going to start with these tarot cards, and I'm going to get some advices through the oracle cards. So Spirit, can you please enlighten us about the collective right now? That what advice you would like to give to collective, like straight to the point? What does collective need to hear at the moment? What advice do you have for the collective? I'm hearing like don't rush, don't rush the process, don't rush your transformation, don't rush your happiness, don't rush your daily routines. Just do not rush. I guess there is this need of like grounding yourself more to the moment, or if you haven't been maybe like taking a rest to yourself, or if you have been feeling like you might have been like needing a lot of rest, maybe like there is this need of taking a step back, slowing down a little bit from whatever routine or whatever like hecticness or whatever routine you got used to. We have Six of Swords, and that's movement in reverse. Oh my god, I haven't even like seen it. I actually read when it just like pop off. Literally moment in reverse, like there is a message of like resting. It's not Four of Swords, but literally how I'm seeing this right now is like moment in reverse, and I haven't been using this deck for a long while. There is a need to actually stop. Like if you have been like having some, I want to say like ambitious plans, if you have a lot on your to-do list, or if you have a potential to be able to like add always more to do on your list, because like it's nearly like maybe there's a calling within you. You are pushed towards one kind of like a direction or multiple directions, so you can always do some things, nearly like you're feeling guilty about like slowing down. There is a need of actually like slowing down in here, like not taking extra things onto your plate, not always being on the go 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 mode, but actually also stopping and recessing. And there is like some kind of like a need in here with the Six of Swords in reverse, but like going back. Maybe like you're at the stage right now that if you have been like inner reflecting, introspecting a lot, like healing a lot, looking within your old wounds, if you have been like triggered a lot recently, especially with this like a recent retrograde periods, and then they just started to go direct. If you have been in more of like a hermit mode, if you have been feeling low, and now spring is coming and you just want to like get that kind of like motionlessness out of you and started to feel alive again, there is still a message in here for you saying that do not rush yet, do not try to rush it yet. Like we know that you want to get out there, and when the time comes, we want you to have enough energy. And it's still like this rejuvenation period that you are in, like the spring is not here yet, and then like a north hemisphere so it's not exactly here. We know that you want to blossom, just like the just like the flowers out into nature. We know that you want to blossom, your time is here nearly, but there's still a time to not rush what wants to come naturally. The chariot in reverse, the progress in reverse, you might be feeling like you're literally like going backwards, because you might not be seeing things like in your physical reality as like evolving. So you're at the point of like, I want to see the physical pros. I have been doing the inner work for so long, now I want to see the physical pros. Hence you might want to just push yourself like forward by taking some actions, by seeing some moments. But If you're not seeing some things yet, know that it's not because universe is against you. It's because it's not time yet. I don't want to say that, but it's not time yet. And they actually want you to like use and evaluate this time for like for yourself, like it, like see this one as an opportunity to actually take a break, because like literally whatever you are trying to do, however way you were trying to like push things forward, and you haven't seen actually things like, blossoming, that it's the biggest sign from the universe that you can recognize. If you still haven't yet, they are saying that it is not time to see the results yet. So you do not need to keep trying to push something that we know that we're not gonna give the blossomings yet. It's just happening underneath the surface, it's happening underneath the soil. It's going to come out of it soon. But if you're not seeing the results yet, you trying to push it forward again and again is not going to change the results. Please take a step backwards. It's going to be forwards. So you can just have a rest without feeling any guilt. Like if they make me talk about it this long, I feel like that is my message as well. But at the same time, like it was most important part of the reading at the moment as the first message, and I talked a lot about it. Okay, ooh, a lot. I'm not gonna put them back. So we have Wheel of Fortune, the karma. You're going to start reaping all the rewards and all the efforts that you have put under now. Distraction, Four of Cups, I'm going to put it in here. We have Eight of Pentacles, the perfection in reverse, okay, and we have the Hanged Man, stillness. So there is a need for you to, I'll get one more in here. We have Knight of Pentacles under the bottom of the deck, I guess. So, and we have Comfort, Nine of Pentacles. So first of all, Spirit wants you to treat yourself. Once you start to like put the focus back onto yourself rather than your external environment, you're going to start seeing like bigger shifts and faster shifts that is going to start happening for you, because I feel like your focus has been literally on the external things, and you have been like spending a lot of your focus into your mental energy in here rather than putting it into your physical reality. You might have been also like healing the like mindset around your finances and the amount of like abundance and resources that's available for you, because there's a big energy in here about like taking all of your like mental energy first, like investing it back on yourself, and also like start investing into yourself, the Nine of Pentacles in here. Like you might have been like thinking that investing into yourself, like even treating yourself is somehow like a waste, coming from a lack mindset. But whenever like you have to do it for other people, you can go into the extent. So this is some kind of like a self-sabotage in that sense as well. Like if you always like associate it like treating yourself with some shame or guilt around it, you might keep creating the same kind of like a conditions again and again in your like later years in life, because that is like the energy you got used to. So like subconsciously you might be keep creating the same kind of like conditions to get the same kind of feelings you got used to, even if you don't like those feelings. This is usually what we do, hence it just happens in subconscious, not on the conscious. But once we brought them into the conscious level, then that's the time that we start healing them. Hence there is like a big need in here about like Spirit emphasizing that you consciously putting money, energy into yourself. What, especially at those times, that you won't do that consciously, because your subconscious like reactions, or your subconscious like behavioral patterns are towards pushing yourself forward, doing it more for others, but not for yourself, not enough for yourself, spending too much for others, but not when it comes to yourself. So there is a big emphasis about you consciously choosing to stop whenever it comes to you about like taking a rest, not pushing yourself forward when you know that you don't have enough energy. Again, you spending more things on yourself. They want me to say, even if it's a treat, you deserve that treat. Like if you could just like spend that much on the others, other people that that you're not going to get it back, Why couldn't you be able to spend it that time or that money to yourself without feeling any kind of guilt? Like, spirit wants you to train yourself to not feeling any guilt and shame about giving to yourself. Wow. Okay. So, with the Wheel of Fortune and Four of Cups in here, you don't see what's coming for you because there might be a lot of distractions around you right now. Like, in fact, you might have been like having a lot of flashbacks about from your past, what's gonna come up into the future, but everything is so like unknown for you. You might be feeling like you're kind of like a lost in a haze, like in a maze, like in the middle of like nowhere or everywhere. So everything might be feeling tangled up. Your brain might be on an overrun. So you might be trying to understand and figure it out everything. You're feeling intuitively where you're drawn to, but you haven't seen any kind of like a physical result of it yet. And there are like too many things keep coming up and popping up to the surface from your past, waiting. Nearly, it makes you feel like they are waiting to be healed more and more and more. So whenever you feel like, whenever you think like, okay, I healed that much, so that should be finally my release point, right? So there shouldn't be any more healing. More is coming up, more is coming up. And you're like, oh my God, like this is an endless journey. So I guess I have to accept it until the day I die. That's what's going to be. And the spirit is like, no, no. Especially with the Pisces season now, they draw my attention to the Pisces sign in here. There are big new beginnings happening for you. Uh, is it? Okay, so I guess we had the new moon in Pisces recently. So this is a time for you to actually, first of all, get very clear on whatever you want to manifest. You might be writing them down, but with that one, I have been like having a talk before, and it was about like getting very deep into the specifics of what you want to manifest. Basically, if you want a car, don't say it's just a car. Like, feel the feelings of having that car. Like, what's the color, like how does it look, like how does it feel like when you're inside, how does it feel when you're driving in, like interior designs to the outer looks, every details. So in every area of your life, they want you to get very, very like specific into the details without getting too much distracted on actually multiple other things in your life, because I feel like your focus is quite diverted right now. There are too many emotions that are coming up to the surface, hence you need to ground yourself as well. But know that you are closing up a one very, very big chapter in your life for good. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. We are starting the springtime with the Aries energy very soon, within a week or two, I guess. And that is going to be the time you're going to start feeling more and more alive. So please take this time to recharge. Meanwhile, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the stillness, you guys are healing from perfectionism, literally. Like, there's a big need for you to start seeing imperfect as the perfect, because if everything would have been perfect in this life, or if everyone would have been perfect, then there wouldn't be any uniqueness. Like, who's the one defining the perfection? Why do we want to be even perfect? Because of some fears and anxieties or doubts about ourselves? Like, where are they coming from? They weren't there when you were a baby, when you born. They have been basically ingrained in you. You learn them by seeing other people. Like, people taught you that consciously, subconsciously, through their actions, what they say, what they didn't say. Hence, it's so important to actually unlearn all the unhealthy things that are dragging us down. Like, literally, this hanged man in here is like tied up on a rope, like through the feet. And I literally feel like all these like old conditionings, especially like very big right now, this perfectionism and trying to control the things that are outside of your control, and overworking yourself onto the any other like a daily like chores, like a regular things that doesn't fulfill you so much. It's about the same message about not giving yourself but doing many things for others and ignoring yourself meanwhile. So there's just like a big need about like you seeing things as what they are, because they're holding yourself back. They are holding you back, and they're also like nearly making you question about your true soul, your true essence, and your intuition, and how psychic or how intuitive person you are. There's a big need of you needing to connect with yourself, and the only way you start truly discovering and rediscovering and reconnecting with yourself and your authenticity is literally you're stripping yourself away from all the old conditionings, like any way that you have been operating up until this point in your life, that you know that has been dragging you down. You do not like it, but you keep giving it away, your power to them. They want you to start questioning those habits. Like perfectionism and trying to control things around you is one of them for sure. So once we start like releasing those habits on purposely, that is going to be the time we start seeing the real gold within us, lying within us. Once we see that treasure chest that is within us, within our heart, it is the easiest way for other people to recognize it. Hence, if you wanna be treated better, then we should start treating ourselves better. I guess like there was a need of like basically needing to be seen and treated better by others in here as well, if that was a message specifically coming. So your commitment is being tested. Definitely you feel like that you felt like it was a very, very big journey. I feel like there have been a lot of people on your path that has been blinded by their ego, that has been blinded by the power and trying to play power games, maybe trying to like get a hold on you, get some advantage, take some advantage off of your energy. I'm sorry. And that might have been mainly about some relationships that must have been coming. And also, this is about the. What was I saying? Sorry, I usually don't lose my words like that. Don't lose track like that. But that is mainly about relationships. And yes, how those relationships are made you see yourself at the same time. All these kind of like insecurities that has been like coming up with this, like a need of trying to control things, need to be perfect, they have been ingrained to you through the relationships, through the experiences that you've gone through. So unlearning all these habits, like spirit is just like confirming here that the things have not been easy for you, but know that your commitment has been tested because you are here for a bigger purpose. You know that. Like they want you to connect with your intuition because they want you to remember who you truly freaking are. So that you can actually start taking aligned actions. Like if you feel lost, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't trust that you're here for a reason, if you try to keep ignoring the fact that you're actually here for a reason, when there's a gentle whisper within you telling you that, but we are here, and you are like, no, you're not here because you're not as loud as my ego, who's trying to like pull me down. Not that our ego is bad, but like ego is trying to usually keep us in the safe zone, to survive. And our intuition tries to guide us forward. So if you always give in to your ego, give in to the louder voices, give in to the louder people, give in to the harsher conditions, instead of actually treating yourself gently, then it's going to take a longer journey. So spirit is also like, if you want to make your journey easier, if you want to make your journey a bit faster, the divine timing is not about like a timing. Actually, it's all about like we coming into that kind of like energetic alignment with what we are actually wishing for, so that things could go also like a faster, even like in a blink of an eye or an overnight, depending on how fast we can actually align with the energy. And I heard that information from somewhere as well, I have to say that. So in that sense, I hope that the words are kind of like encouraging in here, but like in that sense, spirit really wants to fasten. Make you fasten your seatbelts, because it's just about you switching like your beliefs, your belief systems, and how you see yourself, and shifting your perspective. Really, spirit really wants you to like take a leap of faith into believing yourself, just for once. Because if you never tried it, you could never know. But then, if you never do it, then it might be like stuck on the backside of your mind, like, oh, I wish. They don't want you to say that. Like, there's nothing you could lose literally by taking a leap of faith in yourself. by believing that things could go in your way, even like for once in your life. It's time to take action, definitely. Definitely, it's time to take an action towards yourself. I will also read this one from the guidebook, but it's time to give rather than take. It's time to give to yourself. Literally, I feel like it's time to give yourself. And there's going to be a time to take an action coming very, very soon. And we have faith in your dreams. This is what I said, literally. Like, for once in your life, like, just take a leap of faith in yourself, in your dreams, that they could actually come true. So, New Moon and Aries. This card says that the flame is lit. A wonderful new start beckons and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superbly positive sign if there is something you want to happen in your life. This card is a big yes from the universe. This is a time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you are on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for. But the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavor you're asking about. The caution: don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge towards your goals. You will create much better karma for yourself. And I just like put it in here, on the Wheel of Fortune, on top of Wheel of Fortune, it says karma. Oh my God. I saw 2112 on the clock. There are going to be big mirroring events in your life very soon. Especially starting with the springtime, if you haven't already seen it yet. Like, it's going to be nearly like you're predicting a future. So you're going to feel something and someone's going to say it to you. You're going to see something maybe in your dreams and it's going to come true. Like, you're going to know that literally something is going to happen before happening and it's going to happen for you. Does that make sense? It might not, I'm sorry, but I literally feel like that was a message from that, like a reflective angel number. Know that end of a tough cycle is approaching for you. Your life was not meant to be like how it has been until now. Like, for the rest, for the remaining rest. Oh my God. This said yes and leap. Like, I said take a leap of faith towards yourself. And it's like, yes. So in case you have been questioning, you haven't been believing in it, what I said, or if I had doubts about me when I was just channeling all this along, I had little at all. But then, we are just like, removing all the doubts in here, because leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. Just say yes. Exactly. Is there even anything they want me to read with the leap? So this is a little bit like, I don't want to say annoying, but leap. Okay, 72. It's not in alphabetical order. Okay, so to convince you a little bit more, leap says that life bends for courage. So the universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you're being called to leap towards or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual or permission to do so. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all we know in the hope for something new. And it's normal to feel anxious at thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising. And right now, this is how you're being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment, it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. Oh, everything is leading to the same message. Let's get your last angel message. Something put there. I will take that. Oh my God, we have Cupid, and I will get one. Okay, here. So, first of all, there is nothing to worry about. It says that you're safe and the situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly and through you. So, whenever you're feeling in doubt, first of all, you're asked to channel and you're asked to connect with the spirit. So, whatever, however way you're believing in it and praying it, like call upon the beings, the spirit, the God, the universe, creator, whatever is for you. Call upon them. Ask them to take your fears, worries, and doubts away and replace them with higher frequency and vibrational energies. Ask them to cut any kind of like a negative vibrational energies and cords away from your energetic field and replenish your energy and aura. Protect you. Believe me, they're just asking. They're just waiting for you to ask for them for support and protection. There's a dove in here. You're going to get a good news. That might be something you're waiting for some of you. And I'm not asked to comment more upon it. Okay. And the Cupid in here. So we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects and forms. So some of you might have been also opening yourself up to love more, and this love comes in all forms. There's not forms written in here, but I want to say, so it might be in terms of romantic connections. You might be opening yourself up, definitely. You might be getting and seeing also more love from the people around you in a different way, like you start and seeing yourself and treating yourself under a different light, more gently and more respectfully, more loving. The other people are going to respond the same to you as well. If you have kids, that's going to be the same from your family, from your friends. So even the pets. So even like the nature is responding to you differently. Like, you're feeling happier and you want to go outside more, etc. So pay attention to your feelings a little bit more and more, because believe me that your heart chakra is opening and enlarging nearly, I want to say. And they want me to also like say the heart and mind coherence meditations could be also like helpful. There's actually one, if I can find it, I will like put on the description box. I guess with the last pick a card reading I mentioned a couple of songs, etc. I'm very sorry, probably I forgot to, I forgot what they were and I didn't like put into description box. I'm not guaranteeing for this one. It's because like if I can be able to find that heart and mind coherence meditation basically. But you can also like Google it or YouTube it for yourself as well to find it. But these are all the messages I got for you. I hope that they were helpful and I hope they were resonating. Please do take care of yourselves. I'm really sending you lots of love. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find my details in the description box below. Until then, I'm sending you a lot of love and energy, and be gentle to yourself. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye.